we at the Green Maurice, we try to be fair and balanced. So all things being considered, this is just the first game. We're going to preference all of the comments on this channel today by saying it was just the first game. So I watched the Brooklyn Nets play. I watched the Brooklyn Nets as they get slapped around by the Pelicans all night long. The Nets were, I think the closest the game ever was like 10 points, or when it was 0-0, of course, because the game did have to start 0-0. But you look at a game in which Ben Simmons takes one shot. You look at a game where Ben Simmons is not looking for his offense at all, which is to be expected, but Ben Simmons is giving you 2, 5, and 5. Again, it's the first game. Ben Simmons took one shot in the game. Okay, well, what about everybody else? Well, nobody else showed up. There was Kevin Durant, gave you 27. Kevin Durant doing Kevin Durant things. Kevin Durant has 0 assists. So Blake Griffin. So Ben Simmons is not going to give you any points. Kevin Durant is not going to give you any assists. And Kyrie Irving was just kind of out there just taking free-flowing shots. Nothing in the offense, no flow. This looks exactly like where the Nets picked off from where they dropped off when Boston swept them. You got teams with talented guys, Kyrie Irving, Kevin Durant, two of the greatest talents in NBA history. But there is no team basketball, even with Ben Simmons trying to run an offense. The most effective offense, if you look at it in a modern day football sense, the quarterback can run. Once a quarterback starts running, he becomes the most dangerous person on the field. On the basketball court, to have a facilitator that still has the ability to score, a la Magic Johnson, a la Chris Paul, a la Trae Young. These guys can get you 10 assists a game, but they can also get you 20 points. Ben Simmons is 6'10", and he refuses to even attempt shots. He doesn't even take shots. And we all know this. We understood this back in Philadelphia. But when you are watching a guy who has all of the talent in the world, refuse to even participate in the offense outside of distributing, that is frustrating. We ain't talking about Rajon Rondo. No disrespect, because I'd rather have Rondo at this point, because at least Rondo's going to do a little behind the back fake, lay up to the basket. He's going to get to the free throw line. He's going to do something to get to his 10, 12 points, to get to his triple-double numbers. Ben Simmons doesn't even want to average a Jason Kidd triple-double. This guy refuses to score. So, of course, we're watching the Nets getting smacked around by the Pelicans, and the Pelicans weren't even playing that well. They just dominated the offensive glass, but it's not like they took way more threes or made way more threes than us. It wasn't anything that you could look at in the specifics, whether it's turnovers or assists, even though, again, the Pelicans had more assists than us today. But when you just look at the flow of the offense, first of all, we have no big men. All of the tallest guys out there for the Brooklyn Nets want to be wing players. So not only do we have a deficiency as to why they were able to get 18 offensive rebounds. The Pelicans were able to get 18 offensive rebounds off the Nets. Meanwhile, what are we doing? We give the ball to our 7-foot point guard who wants to just pass it. So, again, it's only one game. We don't want to overreact here at the Green Maurice Sports. We're just casually observing. And what I am casually observing is that the Nets, they may be one of the 5 to 8 ranked teams in the Eastern Conference. Because not only is the competition there, you got Toronto, you got Philadelphia, you got Boston, you got Miami, you got Atlanta. So it's not like it's just this weak East that the Nets can just grab a spot. They're going to have to earn it. And there is nothing that I've seen, whether it's in the postseason or whether it's now in this first game or even during the preseason. The preseason, they gave us one game against the Bucks where they beat the Bucks again in a preseason game. And everybody's like, okay, the Nets could be something. So we'll see. Will the real Brooklyn Nets please stand up? Because if they standing up, it's looking real sad for us.